Hey guys, it's the Small here. What if Deku had mjolnir? Now today, I'm gonna sound a little bit different. I'm using a different headset since my mic broke and I have no other mic. Well, technically, I'm trying to figure out explain this. My mic broke, so I'm using my headset. That's not important. I need you to share and like this video. But that's not important either. Let's start this what if already. So just like in canon, Deku's quirkless basically looks like All Might. It's basically everything's the same. But one day, as Deku's walking home, after getting beat up by Kachan, he sees some sort of star and he asks himself, how is there a star in the middle of the day? But then the star hits the city. As Deku walks to see it, he sees a group of heroes creating a barrier around it, or perimeter. But as Deku tries to sneak into the crowd, he sees that there's a creator. In the creator, there's a hammer. And Deku asks what's going on. Some guy says, it just landed there. The heroes can't seem to be able to move it. There's nothing to say, his death arm should have lifted it. But he fails. So when he sees Mom Lady try to lift it, and she says, this is too heavy. As she tries to scoop up the ground underneath it, she lets the hammer fall in her hand and she's stuck. Luckily she chunked down and was able to escape. Never mind. Sorry guys, it's super hard with this mic. You just feel like it's echoing. As the heroes try to lift it, they can't. That's when All Might shows up and says, don't worry, for I am here. As he tries to lift the hammer, he hurts his back. That's when everybody realizes, nobody can lift the hammer. After a while, heroes make everybody go home. The next day, they go watch some TV. As he sees the TV, he sees that over the news, they're just talking about the hammer. How they say it's immovable, and that All Might couldn't do it. Deku doesn't care. Well, Deku does care, and asks, who quick has the ability to do that? But as the weeks pass, Deku's in his class when the teacher walks in and said that they all passed their test, and he could pass a test to help them decide their future. And he knows they all want to become heroes. And everybody cheer. Gordon shows an explosion and says, don't rub me in with these losers. They'll be lucky to become psychics in some D classes. He's going to be the number one. Did you mention that Deku wants to be a hero too? Which makes everybody laugh, and some kids even say that that's the thought of becoming a hero, the same as somebody lifting the hammer. He just stops Gotcha and says, tells everybody to calm down and stop him from bullying him. After school ends, Gotcha decides to burn his notebook and tell him he should take a swan dive off the roof. Hope he gets a quick in his next life. But after Deku gets his burned notebook up from the river, or pond, looks at what's left of it, and sees that all the hero notes he made are now gone. But that's when he hears cheering, and he starts walking to it. That's when he sees a buff guy try to lift the hammer, but fail. But when Deku asks what's going on, that's when somebody says, listen, the city wants to rebuild the street. They're planning on filling a hole with the cement. They want to see if the owner will get the hammer first. It seems like just random people are trying to lift it now. That's when Deku hears, get out of my way, weaklings. That's when one guy says, what makes you think you can lift it up? Gotcha says, because I'm the strongest. Future number one hero. As everybody starts laughing and saying he can do it, Gotcha grabs the hammer and fails to lift it. Actually ends up losing his grip and falling on his butt. Everybody laughs, but as Deku watches, he wonders why he can't lift it, and why anybody else can't lift it. And people start saying that nobody is strong enough to snuff. Another person saying that everybody here has tried, even failed. The guy next to Deku says, hey, why don't you give it a try, kid? But Deku just says, no way, if All Might can't lift it, and he can't even come close. But another guy says, there's no loss if you try. But then people start hearing that one person didn't try yet, and he starts saying Deku, you lift it up. He says, he's just a quickless Deku that is beneath dirt. It makes a few people laugh, but most people boo him, which pisses up Kachan. Then Kachan walks up the hill, from inside the crater and says, "Just do it, you damn nerd. And do you think you're better than me? It's not like you can get quick if you actually succeed. Like you will." Then Kachin pushes Deku, which annoys some people, and they ask if Deku's okay. As Deku thinks so, if he doesn't do it, Kachin will probably beat him up. He starts walking. A couple people are laughing and say, "He's actually gonna try?" As Deku says, "Let's get this over with." But as he goes to hammer, he lifts it. He moves it, and walks away. But then somebody says, "You nudged it." That's when Deku sees that it actually moved. Deku reaches again, lifts it up, but quickly drops it. That's when somebody says, "He actually lifted it." And sees this and says, "That's not possible! He's just some damn quick nerd." Deku grabs it one more time, lifts the hammer to his chest. And that's when somebody says, "He did it." But everybody's watching. Kachin getting pissed, says, "Die!" while charging at him. The guy says, but Deku accidentally throws the hammer at Kachin and sends him flying into a wall. That's when Crota just gossiping. But Deku looks at his hand and remembers how he picked it up. It says the hammer is floating now. That's when Deku sees the hammers coming right at him. Oh damn! I'm sorry guys, I'm horribly sick. Before he gets hit, he catches it. That's when people hear a voice saying, "How did he do it?" Everybody sees Endeavor. As he walks down the hole, he goes to Deku and says, "Give it to him." But Deku hands him the hammer. Endeavor falls, and he struggles to lift it up. That's when somebody asks. That's when Endeavor asks, "Who are you? And what the hell is your quirk?" Deku says he's quirkless, but Endeavor doesn't believe him. Deku says, "It's telling the truth." That's when he hears, "Don't worry, I'm here." That's when Omai sees the hammer at the move. Endeavor looks like he's about to attack a kid. But when he asks what's going on, Omai says he knew the hammer. But Omai doesn't know. Omai does mean that he's stronger than him. But that's when Omai asks, "What's going on?" He's being, for some reason, he knew the hammer. That's when Omai asks him to lift it. And they was able to lift it when people start gossiping. And Omai noticed something weird. The hammer is sparking, and it's getting cloudier. Then Omai realizes something. Before he can react, he says, "Get down!" Then a thunderbolt hits Deku, or Thunderstrike. He has a huge explosion. As Endeavor asks, "What the hell?" Omai looks horrified. He says, "That poor kid." That's when everybody realizes that the kid just got hit with a thunderbolt and probably died. But the smoke disappears. It reveals that Deku just gave a ripped shirt and some ripped pants. The lightning just made him super muscular or something. Then somebody says, "The lightning just gave him muscles?" Then a bunch of heroes show up, just looking around, surrounding Deku, but the crowd is forced to leave. Once they leave, the heroes start interrogating him, asking why he left his hammer there, and why is he the one that can lift it. But Deku just something with, "It's not his, and he doesn't know why he can lift it." But after having some people who would like to take turns asking some questions, they tell him he can leave because they know he's telling the truth now, and to take his stupid hammer. Make sure not to leave it in the street again, or next time they're gonna charge him for the damages. Deku does go home and say anything. He just want to get charged with damages. The next day, over the news, there's videos of Deku lifting a hammer. He's saying that he's the strongest man ever, and he could do something All Might couldn't do. People are getting this quick, but most people are making memes of Deku getting struck by lightning, and some cartoon character popping out from the storm, or like from the smoke. But as he sees this, he notices on his phone a bunch of people are messaging him in his team. How do you lift it? Or they're calling him a fraud, or some people are just saying, "Can we see your hammer?" Deku's like, "Who are these numbers?" Deku remembers last time and how his mom freaked out because how Bobby caught. But eventually she calmed down. But as Deku walks home, Deku walks out to get fresh air. He hears "die" before getting hit before getting hit. And that's when Kashi says, "How did you get that quirk?" Quicker than he anything, realized something. Deku's pretty face. That's when Kashi gets pissed and says, "What how?" But then you hear, "Stop being an idiot!" And Kashi gets slapped on the back of the head. This Mystique appears, or aka Kashin's mom. But as Kashin's mom is talking to Deku's mom, but what happened? Deku and Kashin are outside, and with Kashin trying to lift his hammer but failing. But saying, "How can you lift this? Like, how did you get so strong? What type of BS is this?" But Deku lifts up the hammer and says, he doesn't know, but ever since he lifted the hammer up, he feels faster, stronger, more trouble. Also feels like Ariel's body feels electrified. As he looks at his hand, some guy is walking through a desert. As the man reaches a group of people, he falls, and people check on him, reveals that the man is Thor. The man then wakes up and says, "Where's my hammer?" But somewhere in Asgard, a man in green is walking up to a blue cube. As he touches it, his skin turns blue. And when he turns around to see a man with a beard and asks, "What's going on?" That's when the man says, "I will be explaining in dear time, my son Loki." Guys, I'm going to end the video here. Sorry this video is a little bad. I'm just not feeling good and I'm using a different mic. But don't forget to like, share, and also go beyond plus ultra.